Imagine waking up one day realizing that nothing about your life is actually out of your control. Your energy, your body, your habits, your discipline, all of it of systems you've bought or systems you've neglected. 12 weeks ago, I decided to rebuild those systems from scratch. Not with a crash diet, not with unrealistic workouts, but with a science-based plan designed to help me lose 10 kilograms of fat in just 3 months. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. The diet, the training, the habits, the science behind every decision, and how you can use the same method to transform your body and your lifestyle for good. This isn't a quick fix. This is the blueprint that finally worked. There was a moment that completely changed the way I looked at my health. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't some movie-like wake-up call where everything suddenly becomes clear. It was actually something very ordinary. I remember looking at a photo of myself that someone had taken a few weeks earlier. And for the first time, I truly noticed how much my body had changed. My energy levels were lower than they used to be. My clothes didn't fit the same way anymore. And small physical activities that used to feel easy suddenly felt exhausting. That moment wasn't about shame or disappointment. It was about awareness. I realized that if I continued living the way I was living, nothing would improve. The habits that created my current situation would only push me further away from the person I wanted to become. For a long time, I had tried quick fixes. Like many people, I experimented with random diets I found online, extreme calorie restriction, and workouts that promised fast results. Each time, the pattern was the same. I would start with strong motivation, push myself very hard for a few days or weeks, and then eventually burn out. The problem wasn't my effort. Problem was the system I was following. I was chasing fast results instead of building sustainable habits. So instead of searching for another shortcut, I decided to approach fat loss differently. I wanted to understand the science behind weight loss and create a plan that was realistic, sustainable, and effective. The goal wasn't just to lose weight. It was to build a healthier lifestyle that I could maintain long after the transformation ended. Over the next 12 weeks, I committed to following a structured plan based on nutrition science, exercise fundamentals, and behavioral psychology. By the end of that period, I had lost 10 kilograms of body fat, but more importantly, I had completely changed the way I approached health and fitness. This is not a story about extreme discipline or perfect routines. It's a story about learning how the body works, building simple habits, and staying consistent long enough to see real change. Before starting the transformation, the first thing I needed to understand was how fat loss actually works. The internet is full of conflicting information. Some people say carbohydrates are the enemy. Others claim you must fast for long periods. Some insist that certain supplements can magically burn fat. But when you strip away all the noise, the fundamental principle of fat loss is actually very simple: energy balance. Your body uses energy every day to perform basic functions such as breathing, digestion, movement, and maintaining body temperature. This energy comes from the food you eat. When you consume more energy than your body needs, the excess is stored as body fat. When you consume less energy than your body uses, your body begins to use stored fat as fuel. This state is known as a calorie deficit. Understanding this concept was incredibly important because it helped me avoid many of the common mistakes people make when trying to lose weight. Instead of focusing on eliminating entire food groups or following extreme diets, I focused on creating a moderate calorie deficit that my body could sustain over time. The goal wasn't to starve myself or suffer through constant hunger. The goal was to eat slightly less than my body required, while still providing enough nutrients to support energy, muscle recovery, and overall health. Another important aspect of the science behind fat loss is metabolic adaptation. When people drastically reduce their food intake, the body often responds by slowing down metabolism to conserve energy. This can make weight loss much harder over time. That's why sustainable fat loss usually happens gradually. Losing about half a kilogram to 1 kilogram per week is generally considered a healthy and sustainable pace. Once I understood these principles, I realized that the process wasn't about doing something extreme. It was about creating a consistent system that gently pushed my body toward using stored fat for energy while still supporting overall health. Nutrition became the foundation of my entire transformation. While exercise plays an important role in overall health and fitness, fat loss is largely influenced by diet. Instead of following a restrictive diet that eliminated foods I enjoyed, I built a nutrition strategy based on balance and awareness. The first step was learning how to estimate my daily calorie needs. Once I had a rough understanding of how many calories my body required to maintain its current weight, I created a modest calorie deficit by reducing my daily intake slightly. This deficit was not extreme. It was just enough to encourage fat loss without causing excessive hunger or fatigue. However, calories alone were not the only factor I considered. The quality of food also played a huge role in how my body felt throughout the day. I began focusing on meals that were rich in protein, fiber, and essential nutrients. Protein was especially important because it helps maintain muscle mass during weight loss, while also increasing feelings of fullness. Foods such as lean meats, eggs, yogurt, tofu, and legumes became regular parts of my meals. Fiber-rich foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains also became essential components of my diet. These foods are generally lower in calories but very filling, which made it easier to stay within my calorie target without feeling deprived. Instead of constantly feeling hungry, I was eating meals that were satisfying and nutritious. One of the biggest mindset shifts I experienced was learning that no single food needed to be completely eliminated. Instead of labeling foods as good or bad, I focused on balance and portion control. Occasionally enjoying foods I liked helped me maintain the diet without feeling restricted. Exercise became the second pillar of the transformation. While diet helped create the calorie deficit necessary for fat loss, physical activity helped improve my strength, endurance, and overall health. Rather than jumping into extremely intense workouts, I started with a routine that balanced resistance training and cardiovascular exercise. Resistance training was important because it helped preserve muscle mass during the fat loss process. When people lose weight without resistance training, they often lose both fat and muscle. Maintaining muscle mass not only improves body composition but also supports a healthy metabolism. My workouts focused on fundamental movements such as squats, push-ups, rows, and other compound exercises that engage multiple muscle groups at once. These movements are efficient and effective because they train the entire body rather than isolating small muscles. Cardio was also incorporated into the routine, but it was not excessive. Simple activities like brisk walking, cycling, or light jogging helped increase daily energy expenditure without other compound exercises that engage multiple muscle groups at once. These movements are efficient and effective because they train the entire body rather than isolating small muscles. Cardio was also incorporated into the routine, but it was not excessive. Simple activities like brisk walking, cycling, or light jogging helped increase daily energy expenditure without overwhelming my body. Over time, these activities improved my stamina and made daily movement feel much easier. Another important aspect of exercise was consistency. Instead of trying to train intensely every day, I created a schedule that allowed for proper recovery. Rest days were not signs of weakness. They were necessary for allowing the body to repair and grow stronger. One of the most important lessons I learned during this transformation had nothing to do with calories or workouts. It had to do with habits. Sustainable change rarely happens because of a single burst of motivation. It happens because of small actions, repeated consistently over time. During the 12-week period, I focused on creating simple daily habits that supported my goals. Preparing meals ahead of time helped me avoid impulsive food choices. Drinking enough water throughout the day improved energy levels and reduced unnecessary snacking. Getting adequate sleep also became a priority because poor sleep can negatively affect hunger hormones and energy levels. These habits may seem small, but together they created a lifestyle that supported fat loss naturally. Instead of constantly relying on willpower, my environment and routines made healthier choices easier. The journey was not perfectly smooth. Like most long-term goals, there were moments when progress slowed down or felt frustrating. There were weeks when the scale barely moved, even though I felt like I was doing everything correctly. Understanding that plateaus are normal helped me stay patient during these moments. The human body is incredibly adaptive, and sometimes it simply needs time to adjust. Instead of panicking or drastically changing my plan, I focused on staying consistent with the habits that had already been working. In some cases is more helpful. Increasing daily activity slightly or paying closer attention to portion sizes helped restart progress when necessary. But the key lesson was patience. Real change takes time, and expecting perfect linear progress often leads to unnecessary frustration. After 12 weeks of consistent effort, the results became clear. I had lost approximately 10 kilograms of body fat, but the transformation went far beyond the number on the scale. My energy levels improved dramatically, daily activities felt easier, and my confidence grew stronger. More importantly, I no longer felt trapped in a cycle of extreme dieting and frustration. The habits I built during those weeks felt sustainable and natural. Instead of constantly thinking about losing weight, I was simply living a healthier lifestyle. This transformation taught me that real success does not come from drastic short-term efforts. It comes from understanding your body, building realistic habits, and staying consistent even when progress feels slow. Losing 10 kilograms in 12 weeks was not the result of a secret diet, a miracle workout, or extraordinary discipline. It was the result of applying simple scientific principles consistently over time. By understanding energy balance, improving nutrition, exercising regularly, and building sustainable habits, I was able to transform both my body and my mindset. If there is one message to take away from this journey, it is that meaningful change does not require perfection. It requires patience, consistency, and the willingness to trust the process. Your transformation does not begin with a dramatic decision. It begins with one small step, repeated every single day.